Hello everyone, welcome back for more Let's Play Illusion of Gaia. You do not know how hard it is for me to not say Let's Play Soul Blazer. And it's been a while since I've recorded Soul Blazer. So anyway, he wonders why he has to suffer so. And what will become of him now? Yeah, hey, we have to get out of here. There's not much choice. Unfortunately, like all good prisons, the door is locked. Yeah, moss doesn't generally count. At some point, yes, someone was probably chained to that ball. So there's not a lot. This is prison. Oh, and today's ration of bread, me mashing buttons. Very hard bread. What, no water? Yeah, I would imagine snail pie is a step up from really hardtack, essentially. And the long day is ending. And he fell asleep. Notice no bed either. He just fell asleep on the moss, I guess. Better than the stone floor. And now the flute's talking to us. We're already hallucinating. This is your father. You know it to be true. Uh-huh, he's still a kid. Delicious is a word that I would not apply to snail pie. Yeah, where are you? So we could be an impudent little brat, but I want to say that if my father disappeared a year ago and suddenly found a way to talk to me, I would probably listen to him. Save you. Look at the left-hand wall. Oh, neat. But we can't reach it. Luckily they left us with a flute. About what? Oh, the fact that he made this place? Yeah. The secret of that stone? A terrible thing. Pick up stones your enemies leave. The power of the crystal is contained there. The power will prove to be an ally. We must make a pilgrimage to the ruins of the world to find mystic statues. And the closer we get to the crystal, the stronger evil power will be. First place we need to go, the Incan ruins. Fair enough. So, that's wink wink. It's nice and all, but how are we getting out of here? The pig. Yep, can't pull you. Yep, that looks very similar to Garrus Pig. with a letter and a key. Nifty. Oh, good to know that you're sorry about that. Listen, you need to have a talk with your dad. I think there's a difference. Can you break me out of here? Well, hang on, you gave me a key. Never mind. So we have the key. Good to know. We have to equip it. And now we are free. And we can see who else is here. But the door's open, dude. I let you out. Oh, okay. Just the door's open. Just let see I'm going through. Okay. And just in case we needed to save. Here we go. Gaia, the source of all life. I'll give you advice. When you defeat all the enemies in the area, you get a jewel that increases your abilities. Different from the red jewel. And this is kind of important, because experience and stat gains and all that work a little differently than they did in Soul Blazer. Push the start button to see the locations of your enemies. Find them and defeat them. So, now we can't attack here because this is not technically a, battle area or anything of the like, but the next area we get to will be. Let's go ahead and explore barrels just to make sure. Nope, nothing there. So now we have some bats that are flying around slowly. And when we beat them, by swinging a flute at them, they drop those little orbs. Those orbs, as you can see, give us what they call dark points. The number up in the center of the top screen between player and enemy, DP, is dark points. 0 represents how many extra lives we have. 7 represents how many dark points. That big sphere that we got in the prison cell is worth 5. And you can see how many hit points the enemies have when you beat on them by the enemy up in the upper right. And there's the jewel. The jewel will increase a stat. It is not random. It will seem random the first time you play this because, well, there doesn't appear to be a huge rhyme or reason to it. But, every time you clear out this room for the very first time, you will get the hit point increase. The next one you increase will have a different stat that it boosts up. This is the only way to increase stats, really. You don't get experience points when you fight, you get dark points. 100 dark points get you an extra life. Why are those important? They kind of are, kind of aren't. Kind of are, kind of aren't. It's kind of difficult to explain really why you would want extra lives. But just to show it off, we will let the bat eat us. Which takes a lot longer than you think. Come on. And zap, we go back to Edward's prison. I'm sometimes aware of having fallen in a place I know. Must have been a nightmare. But notice we still have the upgrade there. That's all that happens if you run out of hit points. You have to restart the area you're in. And he's still just kind of hiding there. Good for him. Now, we've already gotten the bonus, so we can defeat these, and we won't get more bonus, but notice our dark points went down to 0. We can come back in here and get more... We can come back in here and get more bats to show up after a while, but they will never again grant the power-up. Okay. And now something's shooting somewhere. And yes, you can draw those to you, but more importantly, if you time it right, you can block that shot with the twirling flute move. And sometimes, much like in Soul Blazer, when you clear out a monster lair, it opens up new areas. And this guy's going to take a few hits. Yeah, I cannot remember. There we go. You can kind of do a running dash if you really try. And now more bats. And that thing's going to spit flame at us, which we will deflect. Otherwise, you can take a non-insignificant amount of damage from those things. And now our strength has gone up, so our swats with our flute do more damage. And bing. Bing. Bingo. The new area is open to us. So now, let's see. And sometimes with a little luck, we can manage to... That thing's not going to do anything to us, really. It's just going to kind of float around. But we need to clear out the path so we can get to the bat down there. Just going to kind of yell at us if we swat it. Doesn't really do anything there. Come here or the demon will get you. Where are we going? You're not helping. We kind of need to beat up the stuff around here. And avoid spiked balls. Ah, come on. That was close. Well, let's clear this stuff out before we... Ah, got nicked. There we go. Now we take less damage. Won't let us jump down into the water. Let's see. Smack that. We can go up this way to a treasure chest, which gives us another herb. Kind of important, that one. Okay. Just gotta remember the herb, just in case we actually do get beaten up pretty badly. There's that. And now the thing is, you may have noticed we haven't run across hidden stuff yet. It's around. We also need to watch out for traps like falling spears. And watch out for the rolling balls that will, you know, make life difficult. And that is rusty, huh? Okay. Well, I think I know how to deal with a rusty switch. Like that. Which gets us another red jewel. Shiny silver dark gem. Yeah, we gain a life. So if we're defeated with lives, we don't have to go all the way back to the very beginning of the area. That's what the lives do for you. They just drop you back a short ways instead of all the way back. And we can accumulate them through the course of the game. Better to show that off, you know, the whole death thing off now, while we don't have any lives and don't have to do much to recover from it, than, you know, later on, when we do have lives and we'll need them for various reasons. And probably take some damage unless you get over here. Took longer than I liked. I forgot completely about this bit. Come on, I want that too. There we go. Hit point increase. Hey, it's a flower. I should not be surprised. Didn't do anything. Try playing the flute. Play the melody. Okay. Why not? Actually. Get that out the inventory. and play our melody. Go to the switch on the right-hand wall. Okay. Unless you push this on the count of 3. So let's push the switch. Okay. And 3. No one else over there, huh? Fair enough. Okay, oh goody. There's that. Ah! Yeah, I got no way to reach it. I need a way to reach that. Just don't have it. Yet. Oh goody. Still got hit. Huh. Yeah, at least it gets us a safe spot. A weird safe spot with a new statue. Who refills our hit points. Good statue. Our shape is only temporary. Try standing in front of the statue next to us. Okay. I am Frieden. I am eternal. I am Krull. Or something along those lines. Uh-huh. Okay. And now suddenly we are big, buff, blonde soldier dude. So yes, this is a thing in this game where you can go in here just about any time you see a dark space, you can go in and change your form to either Will and his little flute, or Frieden and the massive freaking sword he's going to swing around. For now, we will stick with Frieden and sword, because the sword will allow us to hit that switch. That's how much more range he has than Will. Also, he deals a little more damage. And by little, I mean he can kill the skeleton in 2 hits. He also kind of has a block move. I think that blocks, I don't recall. But he does it for a little while. And it draws things to him. Very similar to Will. Take a quick look and make sure I'm not missing anything there. Red skeleton. Sadly, not the funny clown variant. He's a little bit meaner because, you know, he has that little skull attack at the end of it all. Frieden is a pretty beastly character to have access to at this point in the game. Avoid getting skewered there by spiked balls. And get another red jewel for our problems. Efforts. And away it goes. So we've had snail pie and we've had a flower tell us what to do. Definitely getting Undertale flashbacks to this place. Fortunately, this is an easy section to deal with. He gets a little more difficult if you aren't lined up incredibly perfectly, but defense goes up. And now we've kind of cleared this place out. So let's see. Is that all I need to do here? I do believe so. And when all of the enemies are gone, in other words, when you've cleared out a dungeon, he shrinks back down to Will. I'm going to run up here. It's one of these. Ah, there it is. A red jewel behind the barrel. I thought it was in a barrel, but behind the barrel. So to close out the video, we will send that red jewel off to the sky. But considering it took us a half hour to get through that basically intro dungeon, I think this marks a pretty decent breakpoint. Because we're done with fighting for now, and next up is a pretty good chunk of plot. So anyway, take care everyone, and I will see you back next time for more Illusion of Gaia. Later all.